Hey besties, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. I've got napkins, a book page, and then this Dollar Tree sign. Now, first thing I'm going to do is separate the plies on the napkin, and I usually put a piece of masking tape on the edge just to make sure I can grab it. Make sure it's 2 or 3 plies, that way you know how many layers to remove. Then I'm just going to iron the fabric, flatten it out, and cut out the book page and get rid of those edges. I'm going to paint the top of the sign white because I want to cover up the butterfly. Even though it's cute, I really don't need it for this particular project. So that's all done. I'm going to leave the sides because they were cute like shiplap, and I'm going to put Mod Podge over the whole thing just to seal it in. Before it dries, I'm going to set the book page right on there, and then I'll cut off the bottom edge so I get the same border around the whole thing. And so while it's wet, I can just easily set down that page and just kind of push it on lightly with my fingers. I didn't want to use the brayer, and I didn't have saran wrap handy to grab to put over the top. Now I'm going to fussy cut out this starfish and then also a seashell that's on the napkin. And once I get them cut off, I'm going to go ahead and, trim around them and make sure it's just those items that you see. You definitely need a sharp pair of scissors to do this. Otherwise, you could snag the napkin and rip it, because now that you've removed the plies, it is super, super thin. But this is a beautiful napkin, and I love it. I'm going to take some antique wax by Waverly, and I'm going to go around and dry brush the edges and the sides and a little bit over the top. I just want to give it, a little bit of an older feel, and just putting a little bit on my brush, wiping most of it off and dragging it across. Now I am going to add more Mod Podge to the top because I'm going to be placing those pieces that I cut off. I'm going to take the straight edge sides and put them on the edge so it almost looks like it's going over the edge. And then I'll do the other one up in the corner. And then I'll also put another layer of Mod Podge over the top to seal it in and just make sure that everything's on there. I'm loving this look of the book page with the translucent kind of napkin over it. What a cool look. And it's so perfect for a coastal piece, or any piece actually, as long as you're going for something that's a little bit on the distress side. I think it looks really, really good. I'm going to take some rope, and I get this particular rope at Walmart because they have the best price, and I'm going to put it all the way around the sides from the top to the bottom just to give it, again, more of that coastal feel. I love the way this turned out. Hey, if you're not already subscribed, I hope you'll do so because I'd love to see you in future videos. Anyway, I love this one. I'm so happy with how it turned out. You will have to let me know what you think. Look how pretty that is, seeing through the napkins to the book pages. Have you ever tried something like this? Let me know. For the napkin hack, I've got this beautiful anchor napkin. It is so cute. Anyway, what I'm going to do is remove the plies like I always do, and then I'm going to take this little crate from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use it and the starfish that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the front of this crate and kind of the little edges and middle parts with the white paint that I have. It's actually, you can use any white paint that you want. And then I'm going to cover it with some Mod Podge. And I'm using matte. You can use whichever kind you like. I'm going to dry that off because I'm going to show you a really cool technique for this. So once it's dry, I'm going to lay the one ply of the napkin and a piece of parchment paper over it. And I'm going to use an iron, and I'm just going to iron over that. And it's going to adhere perfectly to the wood. I love that. And then I'll take a little piece of sandpaper and just go in a downward motion, go around the edges and get rid of any of the excess napkin. And it really does clean it up. Hey, if you're not already on Pinterest, or even if you are, come join me. I started posting every day, and I can't wait to see you over there. I've got a link down in my description box for you. All right, so now I'm just going to finish getting those edges off, and then I'm going to take a sharp blade and go in and get the remaining pieces that are in between the little slats on the mini crate piece. Just take your time, just go in and make sure the blade's very sharp, and just very quickly it'll just come off. You can also use sandpaper to get any rough edges if you want, but make sure it's dry when you do that. Now once I'm done, I'm going to add another layer of Mod Podge over the top because I just want to seal it in, and then any little ripped edges will be nice and smooth when you do that. Just a good way to finish it off and seal it. Now I'm going to use some hot glue, and I'm just going to put the starfish on the left side there, kind of cover up that little portion of an anchor that I'm not going to be able to see really anyway. And I just thought, you know what, that's a perfect spot for it because I didn't want to cover up the good anchor. And then I'm going to take some greenery. I found this greenery at the Dollar Tree, and it actually has a little bit of a seaweed look. So I'm just going to cut off some pieces, put them in there just around the star, just around the starfish. And that's it for this one. It is so cute. I think it would be adorable. Now, if you had like 4 of these, you could actually turn these into coasters. But I left the twine hanger on there because I thought it would also be cute to hang up. But you know what? That's a personal choice. Do whatever you think fits with your decor or just your space. Just finish adding that greenery on there, and there's the finished piece. I think it's so cute. I really love how it turned out. Let me know what you think, and have you decoupaged onto something with slats before? For this Dollar Tree napkin hack, I've got this beautiful kind of mermaid napkin, and then I've got an empty conditioner canister that I had. And I'm just going to pull off the label. It came off very easily. I'm going to take some masking tape and remove the extra ply here. Makes it so much easier. Now, I did struggle a little bit with this one because I ripped it, but if you don't, it comes out very nice and easy. Just take your time so the whole napkin doesn't rip. Now I'm just going to cut off the portion with the design on it because that's all I really want for this one. I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to paint it directly onto the conditioner bottle. And I'm going to line up the napkin, and I'm just going to put it on. Now, it happened to be just the perfect size. Otherwise, I would have had to trim it down or layer it. And I'm just going to do it in little sections because I don't want it to wrinkle or bubble. So I'm just going to very carefully do a little bit at a time and go all the way around the container. When I get to the end, I'm just going to cut off the excess. Now I'm just going to add some more Mod Podge and make sure that where the 2 pieces meet, it's very secure. And I'm actually going to put Mod Podge around the entire thing just to seal it. Now I'm just going to take a blade and go around the top and just carefully make sure that I can get any excess off. I went very slow. The napkin is just so fragile. You just have to be super careful. And I didn't want to sand this because it's plastic, and I thought it would show the little scuff marks. So there it is. Now I'm going to paint that top in some white chalk paint because I just didn't like the way it looked just with the clear kind of plastic. It's not really clear actually, but sort of clear plastic. So I went ahead and did that, and then I sealed that as well. Now I've got these pop-up stickers from the Dollar Tree. I haven't used these for a while, but I do love them. They had 2 different sizes, so this is the larger of the 2 sizes. And I'm just going to put them around the top for decoration. So I'm going to do like a clock. If I do it that way, then I can always fill in the gaps between, and it comes out even. If I try placing them next to each other, I never get it right. So this, to me, is the best way to make sure you place them and space them evenly. There were little like water bubbles on the side, so I took the smaller version of those little pop-up stickers and I attached those with hot glue to wherever there was a little bubble. Just give it a little 3D feel. I thought this would be really cute for a soap container in the bathroom. It's just adorable, and it was super easy, and it's a great way to not waste something or throw it into the landfill if that's something that matters to you. You have to let me know what you think of this one. For this Dollar Tree napkin hack, I've got this adorable More Beach, Less Worry napkin. I love it. And then I found these soaps at TJ Maxx. It was like 5 or 6 of them for, I think, $3.99. I thought that was a really good price, especially for using them for like crafting. So I'm just going to cut up the napkin after I remove the plies the same way I usually do with the masking tape. And I'm going to cut out a turtle. I love these turtles. They're so cute. So once I get it cut, I'm going to fussy cut around all of the pieces, you know, around the edges of the turtle very carefully. Find when I fussy cut, it's better to turn the paper or whatever I'm cutting than the scissors. It actually helps you not accidentally cut something off. And I'm not saying I've never done that, but I try not to. And by moving the paper or the item you're cutting, it really does help minimize that issue. So just a little tip if you didn't already know that. So now that I've got the turtle cut out, I'm going to take one of the bars of soap, and I did decide to use the green one. I thought that would look really pretty. There was just a couple of different shades in here of purple and green. So I removed the plastic, and I'm just going to place the turtle on top of it. And I'm going to use my iron to kind of melt the soap a little bit and then make the turtle stay, at least initially. I will cover it with Mod Podge afterwards. This won't be a bar of soap that we'll use. It'll be decorative and it smells really nice, and you can just set it in your bathroom with other decorative things, and I love the way it smells. So there it is, and I didn't get the sides very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Mod Podge to push that down. And I'm using matte, I don't want this shiny or anything. And I'll just make sure I get a little bit under those pieces that stuck up a little and over the top of all of it. I just thought it was so cute, and you could use any shape soap that you want. I had a couple bubbles, so I took a little blade and just kind of popped them and then laid it back down with some more Mod Podge, and that really did the trick. To dry the whole thing off, that'll also help it adhere a little bit more, especially if it melts the soap without really making it look melted. But there it is. I think it's adorable. It was so easy and so cute. If you were going to put some soaps in a gift basket or something, this would be a fun way to kind of dress them up. Have you ever attached anything to a bar of soap before? Let me know what you think about this one. Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!